Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 7, 2025. With Venus now transiting your partnership sector for an extended stay, love relationships and pleasurable matters come into the foreground in your life. Partnerships are favored, and there's easier energy in your life for relationships in general. It may not be the time to tackle deep issues, but it is a good period for pleasant interactions. Making agreements and compromises may be beneficial now. You are adaptable with your affections during this cycle and more companionable, even more than usual. You may be drawing helpful, charming, or pleasant people into your life. Venus, your ruler, will stay in this area of your solar chart until March 27th, but due to an upcoming retrograde, will retreat and then return from April 30th to June 6th. While you've been valuing light, easygoing connections these days, today's moon stimulates a desire for a more profound attachment. Our beloved Jupiter is orbiting in a fellow air sign. This will bring you an even further level of charm, magnetism, and beauty. Jupiter is known as our great benefic and delivers our most abundant blessings and fortune to us in life. It also amplifies all of the themes that the zodiac sign in which it orbits represents. Gemini is deeply tied to communication, learning, and digital interactions, so the human collective will see all of this become more present in our lives. If single, be sure to put yourself out there and meet people who have similar interests as you. What do you want to invest in? Reflect on what is worth continuing your investment in during the first quarter of the moon in Taurus. Look at where your time, energy, and money is going. As you review each investment, you may feel differently about maintaining your current standing. It might be time to pull away from a working relationship that is not panning out. You could also withdraw money from one venture to apply to something else. Decide on where you want your resources to go based on what yields the most success and abundance. It's time to get down and stretch. If you have any physical or emotional ailments, I recommend you take yourself to the floor and stretch out your spine. It is certain to help. Remember, your imaginary lion's tail is attached to your spine. Any feelings of being bottled up, emotionally or physically, will dissipate with a good long stretch. Or a visit to your local yoga establishment. Remember to always drink a lot of water after you stretch out your spine. It increases flexibility. Today, like this, your usual desire for solitude may be in conflict with a heightened interest to investigate the world. This is a battle you are often confronted with when the essence of this day is in the air. By indulging your desire to explore all that life has to offer, you have to be willing to make some compromises in your needs for thoughtful solitude. Make plans with close friends this evening to go someplace nearby to experience what the community has to offer. Thanks to the moon's departure yesterday, as Venus settles into her first full day in your relationship sector, this has helped to ensure you are emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware from the start. Venus usually only spends 24 days in your relationship sector each year, so should be gone by the time the moon comes full circle in 4 weeks. Yet while the moon left just before Venus returned, because a retrograde turn will keep Venus here for months rather than weeks, they will come together multiple times. This is just the start of a new journey. Thanks to the moon's departure from your relationship sector just a few hours before her return yesterday, as the planet of love settled into her first full day, this has left you emotionally engaged and aware from the start. Normally moving through in just 24 days, Venus will spend the majority of the next 4 months here, long enough to get to the heart of what you want from your relationships and to turn desires into reality. Our eyes in the sky. What steps will you take today to create more stability in your life? The second quarter moon in Taurus is bringing a grounded and determined energy, offering you the perfect opportunity to make progress on something meaningful. If you set intentions or New Year's resolutions that have been lingering in the back of your mind, this is a powerful moment to revisit them. The steady, persistent nature of Taurus encourages you to put in the effort needed to turn your ideas into something tangible. There's something deeply motivating about seeing real progress unfold before your eyes. Whether it's a habit you're trying to build, a goal you're working toward, or simply a shift in mindset, today is a reminder that even small steps can lead to big transformations over time. Keep going, you are closer than you think. As the day unfolds, you may feel a growing need to slow down and reflect. If you've been feeling fatigued or stretched too thin, your body might be signaling that it's time to rest and recharge. Sometimes, pushing through exhaustion only leads to diminishing returns, making it harder to stay focused and engaged. Taking time for yourself, whether through a shore tea getaway, a quiet moment of relaxation, or a mindful practice like yoga, can help restore your energy and provide much-needed clarity. Have you ever noticed how a simple change in routine, even something as small as stepping outside for fresh air, can shift your entire perspective? Listening to what your mind and body need is essential to maintaining balance and moving forward with strength. At the same time, today brings an air of openness and connection. You may find yourself in situations where compromise comes easily, and conversations flow with warmth and mutual understanding. This is a great time to engage with others in a thoughtful and intentional way. People are drawn to your kindness and sincerity, and your ability to listen and offer insight makes you a valued presence in any discussion. If there have been tensions or unresolved issues in your relationships, now is an opportunity to approach them with patience and an open heart. The ability to truly see and hear each other creates a foundation of trust and harmony, allowing connections to thrive. However, alongside this grounded energy, you might also feel a restless urge for something new and exciting. The desire for change can be a beautiful catalyst for growth, but it's important to channel that energy in a meaningful way. If you find yourself tempted by impulsive decisions, whether that's making an unnecessary purchase, overcommitting your time, or seeking distractions just to fill the void, pause for a moment. Instead of chasing temporary excitement, consider what truly brings you fulfillment. Creative projects, time spent in nature, or deep, enriching conversations can be far more satisfying than fleeting indulgences. Have you ever noticed how a simple walk, an inspiring book, or a heartfelt conversation can completely shift your mood? Pay attention to what nourishes your soul and make space for it. The universe is looking for ways to connect with you, especially when the moon forms an alliance with fantastical Neptune this afternoon. Look for synchronicities or angel numbers, and pay attention to any emotional shifts that come on suddenly, because you could be having a psychic or empathic experience. This evening, Lady Luna forms a helpful connection to Pluto, which is an excellent time to take a cleansing bath or perform a house blessing. You might also want to take a second to honor your ancestors, because the veil that separates us from the other side is slightly thinner now. Your physical well-being is just as important as your emotional and mental balance, and today is a good day to check in with yourself. You might feel a surge of energy, which can be a great motivator to get moving and engage in activities that make you feel strong and alive. But with increased energy comes the need for balance. Pushing too hard without allowing for rest can quickly lead to burnout. If you've been putting off self-care, now is the time to make it a priority. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Whether it's through movement, nourishing meals, or simply giving yourself permission to slow down, small, consistent acts of self-care can have a profound impact on how you feel. You don't need an elaborate wellness plan. Sometimes, the simplest actions, like getting enough sleep, drinking more water, or taking a few deep breaths, can make all the difference.